Hello guys, it's Jenny Jen the Plant Friend coming to you with another planty video. I have some propagations to get potted up, so I thought I would do that and bring you guys along with me. So if this is your first time on my channel, welcome to my channel. I am Jenny Jen the Pink Lady Plant Friend. And if you're a returning subscriber, love you. Love you. Thank you for always commenting and coming back. Okay, so now that we have that out of the way, I propagated several of my Hoyas maybe about 3 weeks ago, and they're all here. I had to take them to the sink. They had algae all over them. This isn't the bunch that I tried to take to the plant trade when I went on the wrong day. This is not that batch. One or two of them, actually, these are the ones. These are some of the ones from that trip. And I have good news to report. So I propagated, and I didn't put the date, but anyway, I propagated my Hoya obovata, and it's put out a new leaf. And so I'm leaving it in sphagnum moss because I'm still planning to trade this guy. Then my I didn't sit it down properly and it failed. We'll get it in a minute. Then my Hoya macrophylla also put out a new leaf in sphagnum moss. She had these two, which are the ones that I propagated, and then she put this growth point out and a new leaf. I am also going to leave her in sphagnum moss because hopefully I will make a trade this summer and I will be able to trade these guys. So the other one that hasn't really done much, but I have so many pieces of this, is the Hoya Corona Super Silver, and I'm just ready to combine them. So I'm going to combine these guys into a pot. I'm going to put them in a pot in pond, and if I end up going to a trade, then we'll work it out. I also propagated my fishtail Hoya, which was very small. But look at this guy now. So this is the first propagation. And then this one, which... is that a peduncle? I don't think it is. No, I don't think it is. I was about to have a fit. But this one also, now this one didn't really root very well. But the rest of them are rooted pretty good. So I figured I would combine those. And I'm putting them in pond because they'll do better in pond as opposed to just trying to keep the sphagnum moss dry. And you know what? This is actually different. This is the Corona, the regular Corona, the green version. And it has a peduncle. It didn't bloom, but it has that peduncle there. But I am going to pot this guy up. I was going to combine these, but they're not really the same plant. So what I'll do is I'll combine the Super Silver and then I'll pot this one up separately. So anywho, I have several of my little giveaway cups here, or disposable, however you want to call it. And I'm just going to be up potting these guys. And so it should go fairly fast because there's nothing much to do. And I'm doing them in the Pond Leca mix. So that's that one. And really, I kind of want to just cut it off down below the peduncle and root it again and put it in this cup, and I very well may do that. We'll see. And then on the other one that I propagated, which rooted very well, is my Hoya Finlaysonii. Look at those roots, guys. And so she had I propagated 3 leaves off of her, and they're all nicely rooted. And so we're gonna just go ahead and pot these guys up as well. And I don't mind sharing my Leca Pond mix with someone. If I end up taking these to a trade, I'll just give them the cup. Then I don't have to worry about. And if I decide not to, and the plant starts growing like crazy, and I decide to put it in the kitchen window, she's ready for that too. Okay. Then the other one, well, let's figure this fishtail Hoya out. I might need a bigger cup for that one though. So I have this size cup. So this one I think needs to root some more. So we'll probably leave that out. But I'm gonna just go ahead and this one has all of these new leaves on them. The leaves come in very light, a very light green, very tiny, and so these are new leaves. This one down here and over here. So yeah. But they've just kind of been living in my little terrarium type. Actually, it's a greenhouse, but they've been living there, and they're, you know, the roots are really ready to be potted up. So I said, let me just go ahead and take care of that today. And so there she is. So these are kind of keepers, but I do have a fishtail Hoya for trade, or for if some of my subscribers would like to start a trade situation. I'm open. All right, and so then I have my Hoya Mathilde. Now this guy, I'm not really sure, but I know that it had a lot of yellowing leaves. Well, actually it did root, so I'll put it in there. But it had a lot of yellowing leaves, and so I took it and rinsed it at the sink as well. I'm not going to take the leaves off. I'm just going to leave them there and see what happens. And so, but my Mathilde, the mother plant, is just thriving. I took her out of the greenhouse cabinet, and she has 4 active blooming peduncles and about 6 that have not even started yet. I know, right? So it's amazing because she's always lived in the IKEA greenhouse cabinet. She just got too big for it. That's the only reason I took her out, was because I was running out of room. So yeah. So that's so cute. And that's her. And this is a possible trade, man. I mean, I have a lot of plants, and I have to propagate them to kind of keep them back, cut back. But then I'm stuck with more plants, which is, I haven't really downsized per se, but actually that's not true. This summer I really did sort of downsize, and so these were in sphagnum moss, as you can see, and I don't really, I was supposed to go to a trade last month, because I don't really like to do sphagnum moss, especially with plants that have a fine, really thin root system, because it's hard to tell when you're pulling on the root or the sphagnum moss, and you end up, you know, ripping off roots. So I'm trying to be careful here. Like, that's a nice long one. But yeah, so. And I don't remember, I have to go back through my comments, but somebody asked me about propagating my Hoya Sarawak. And I've been kind of trying to get there. I haven't forgotten you. I just, I haven't done it yet, but I did find a spot that I can propagate. So I really need to just go ahead and cut it. And when I propagate her, she just gives me more new growth, like almost immediately, so it's not a problem. So if that was you, you might want to leave a comment to remind me that you were the one that asked about purchasing a 3-leaf cutting of my Sarawak. That was the request. And it may be 2 leaves, but we can talk about it, because I found a place on the plant that looks like I might be able to get off 3. So yeah, anyway, if that was you, don't forget to reach back out, because it's not that I don't want to do it, it's just that I haven't gotten around to it yet. And if you remind me gently, you know, I'll get it done. Every time I look at her, I'm like, should I cut you today? And she hasn't responded, so that's why she's not cut yet. I know that was cute. I crack myself up most days. Okay, so I am combining these two guys together. And again, these are trades as well. They were supposed to go to a trade and they did not make it to because somebody showed up on the wrong day. But that's okay, because if I'm able to, most trades are on Sundays, and they're far out, so it's a little hard for me to get to them. And so that's my excuse, my story. So anyway, there was one last year that was on a Saturday that was close to me, and I did go to that one. And then but all the rest have been on Sundays. And so maybe maybe they'll have more on a Saturday, so I don't know why they don't have them on Saturday. Whoa. Okay. So what I want to do is kind of combine these toward the roots so they can support one another. Oh, well, that didn't work out. Let's see. There we go. Whoa. So isn't that cute? So cute. Okay. So what else do I have left to do? No, I don't have anything because I'm not going to take this one out. I am going to just leave it in the sphagnum moss because I have a huge Hoya, fishtail Hoya. And I'm not planning to keep this one. I am planning to trade it. So let's see. Oh, this guy is a propagation of my Hoya pubicalis, but this is the third propagation, or the second. Okay, well, I gave one to my sister, and then I see one there and here, and the mother plant is there. So I have 3 of these guys now, and I gotta do something because actually I don't know if this pot is big enough now that I have it out of there. Well, it is. It'll give her. Okay. So what we're going to be doing is just transferring it. And yeah. So all of these pubicalis that I have, and none of them have bloomed for me. If you have a pubicalis and it has bloomed, will you let me know what you did? Oh, that was nice how the roots just all came out and not like with the wick that it's being transferred to. And I don't really think this pot is big enough. I may have to go with this one. Yeah. I know this blue pot throws me off every time I see it. I'm like, when did I buy that? Yeah, I'm gonna go with this one. I need a little more room. Okay. I feel better about that one. The other pot was just too small. Maybe she'll bloom for me now that I up-potted her. So she's actually in this pot and then this outer pot. I feel better. So we'll water these guys. So yeah, so see, that was a really quick video. because I prepped before I started the video. I went and rinsed all of the plants and everything and got them ready. And then the others were, I did propagate my Hoya australis, the green form, but it has not rooted yet. And I propagated my Hoya sigillulatus, something like that, I think that's how you said. And again, the roots are not ready. So, you know, once I propagate and root everything, then I'm just going to pot them up in my little deal with my little to-go cups, and then I can, if you know, I end up trading or just, you know, blessing someone with it or whatever, then I'll be ready to do that. I did make tags for these, so I'm just going to transfer it to the cup. Hoya super silver rooted. Okay guys, well, thank you for joining me for this quick video of up-potting my propagation. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, like the video, subscribe, comment at the bottom, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye bye.